Fantastic opportunity for all LiteFinance clients. New Year gifts from LiteFinance are waiting for the winners. 5 stages. The first one ending 22nd of January, and we are talking about the iPhone 15 Pro Max 1 TB. Second stage January 24th, iPad Pro. The third stage ending January 26th, MacBook Pro 16. Fourth stage ending January 29, 50 prices of 50 each. And fifth stage ending January 31st, 50 prices of $10 each. More details you will find in the link you can find below. As usual, before we start, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Leave your comments below. What do you think about Bitcoin and Ethereum within the next few weeks? Alright, let's start with the information in regards to the Microstrategy. Again, in November, Michael Saylor and his company bought another 600 million or around of the BTC, increased the holdings by 10%. Well, to do that, they also entered the agreement with some companies like BTIG and Canaccord to offer up to 700 million worth of Class A common stocks. Michael Saylor, founded software developer, bought the Bitcoin for around 600 million in cash at an average price 36,785 according to a regulatory filing. Now, that's one of the reasons we've seen lately Bitcoin pushing higher. So the bulls, while they are waiting for ETF Bitcoin spot approval, looks like they are so sure that everything is going to be fine that they are ready to push the price even higher. And it's very interesting how the Bitcoin looks like on the chart. That's something we are going to discuss within the second. So while the price of the Bitcoin and Ethereum moving higher, meaning that those traders who are betting against, expecting the lower prices, very often they are getting the margin call from the exchanges. And that's what has happened over the weekend again. The price of the Bitcoin rising towards 41 and above, right, provides the pressure on the short sellers, and many of them been liquidated. Taking all of that action together, overall more than 200 million shorts been liquidated. So that's a very important thing, especially that the Bitcoin and Ethereum added each and every day into the gain. And again, positive news from Microstrategy and Michael Saylor, awaiting the approval of the ETF. So all of that is behind what has happened with the shorts. So you have to remember that if you are trying to trade the leverage position, doesn't matter long or short, you are exposed to being liquidated. Let's start with the Bitcoin chart, and well, that's the weekly chart. And after the strong move to the upside through 31.5, consolidating a bit, market is continuing move to the north side. Now, if you are going to take into the consideration the whole price action during 2023, so we moved lower, right? And we are moving higher right now, trying to be recovering up towards the 2022 entry level over here. We are talking about the levels close to 47,000. So that's the perfect move. All right. So we are trying to well, it didn't materialize yet, but using your imagination, you have to look at this as the attempt to try to engulf the price action of 2022 and what has happened then in 2023. So basically, this upside break over here created the situation that as of now, based on the historical price action, 31,500 down to 30, maybe 29.5 is being treated right now as an extremely strong demand zone, while the high of the 2022, based on this weekly chart, as I mentioned, around 47,000 is going to be treated based on the historical price action as the possible level of supply. So trying not to chase the prices, I would wait for some kind of the pullback. Let's have a look what we have when it comes to the daily chart. Very similar situation, strong move to the upside at the very beginning of December, especially today. Now, taking into the consideration seasonality, be careful as the Bitcoin may want to correct to the downside in January. And on the daily chart, it's not only the levels we were discussing previously based on the weekly 31.5 down to 30, maybe 29.5, but as of now, here we have this type of the consolidation. We move strongly up, and in that case we are talking about the levels on a daily chart close to 37,000, 36.5, and then again around 34,000. So two additional short-term possible demand levels, and market is going higher, and probably the target when it comes to the bulls to try to retest all-time highs. So right now let's switch into the Ethereum chart, and here on Ethereum the upside move is not that spectacular as what we've seen when it comes to the Bitcoin. So still trying to compare, probably short term is better to be on a long side on the Bitcoin instead of the Ethereum, but we are approaching the very strong possible supply level based on the historical prices. The level being already tested, we are talking about the levels close to 2,300. Now what is the most important, that we are holding above 2,000, 2,150, and as long as we are above these prices, some kind of the consolidation ahead of the further move to the upside could be in place. Now, how high can we go? Well, we have to take into the consideration this pre-breakdown move to the upside. All right, let's make the measure, because if you were watching some of my educational videos, you know that this type of the rally and the 50% of that may also work as a strong supply. So let's place the weekly line on the 50% and let's remove this fib, and as you can see here we have levels close to 3,000, and that's probably next target when it comes to the Ethereum. And if we are going to take into the consideration the action over here, not including the attempt to break lower with the quick move to the upside, then if we are going to double that range, it's clearly visible that this 3,000 might be the case once we are going to break and close above 2,300 on this weekly chart on Ethereum. Let's have a look what we have on a daily chart. Here we go. As you can see, based on the previous price action, we took out 2,000, we took out 2,150, and we are holding quite well, trying to push price higher. But as I mentioned, here is the key, the 2,800 to 2,750 gonna be the challenge, or might be the challenge and a little bit of the pullback cannot be ruled out, but as long as we are above 2000, this type of the pullbacks could be used as buying opportunity, trying to buy the dip, trying to trade and take the first profit around 2800, and then going higher towards 3000, maybe even 3100 could be here the name of the game. So guys, please do your own research as usual, do your own homework before risking real money. Wish you great next trading session. See you around, take care and goodbye.